Hello everyone, this is Val from Val's Craft Creations, and tonight I'm bringing you another tutorial. And on this tutorial I was thinking to repurpose this library pocket and card that I found on a thrift store. But then I was thinking I'm gonna use this in other projects, but then I was thinking, not everybody's gonna be able to have this, and I want you to be able to create with me, or at least when you see this tutorial you can create something. You don't have to have this. So what I decided to do, instead of repurposing these ones that I already have, let me put this aside. I got this and I found this on a thrift store. They were new. I just opened the package where the cards were, you see, and I still gonna use the card, but the pocket I'm gonna show you how to create your own using cardstock. Let me show you here. I already cut my pieces, and I will tell you in a bit what I'm gonna do. So I opened one of these to measure it, and this one is gonna be like my template for when I run out of this pockets. So I open it just to get measurements so I can give it to you. And what I went ahead and did, I created my own with those measurements. So this is the library card that I have, that I found on the thrift store, and this is the one that I created using cardstock. So I'm gonna show you how to create this one, and this is the way that this one looks when it was closed. So it's very easy to make. So we're gonna be making these ones ourselves, and I already cut my cardstock and the pieces that I'm gonna make, that I'm gonna use, I'm sorry. And then I'm gonna do like a specimen card with the cards, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna use. So let me give you measurements right now. Let me see, here's the, and what I did, I created this square using this old square punch that I have. I found this in a thrift store a long time ago. So the brand is McGill Super Giant Punch Square. I don't know the size. Maybe it's 1 inch. Maybe it looked like an inch and a half. Let me see. It's a little bit more than, let me see. It's like 1 3/4 inches. But that's what I use to create this, my square here on my card. Let me put this ruler out of the way just a second. So let me give you measurements. You're gonna need a piece of cardstock so you can create this. I'm gonna put this one, well, this one has my measurement. Let me give you the measurements, and then we will use this as reference. So you're gonna need a piece of cardstock, and this one is 7 3/4 inches long by 4 inches wide. So that's what you're gonna need. And the little card here is 2 5/8 by 4 7/8. I usually don't like those measurements, but that's the size of this card. It's 2 5/8 of an inch by 4 7/8 of an inch. You're gonna need 4 of this and 2 pieces of cardstock. I know that this is white on this side, but I don't mind. But if you mind that, then you can use how you call it, double-sided paper. Okay, so because when I was gonna repurpose this one, I was just gonna cover it, or you can use you can cover it with if you don't have like double-sided cardstock, you just glue 2 papers together, and that way and I may do that So I'm gonna keep this one handy, and I also have this. I may use the same one, so maybe this one, the pocket, like I may use this, the same one. So yeah, so that way I can use this paper and I don't have more scrap laying around. So let me show you what I'm gonna use. This is gonna be to cover my window. This is stickers that I got at Shein, and these ones I got at Amazon, and this is the image that is gonna be inside my square. So that's what I'm gonna use. I also have some lace and some scrap fabric, some flowers. I don't know what I'm gonna use yet. Let me show you the images. I got it from this package, and this is from Amazon. And then this one is for the clear stickers, and this one is from Shein. I think that's the way you say that name, Shein. I ordered it online, and this is from Amazon. So let me put this aside. Let me get my scoreboard, and I'm gonna well, my scoreboard or your paper cutter, and I'm just gonna cut 2 more pieces of my cardstock. So you're gonna need 4 pieces of each, 4 pieces of this, and 4 pieces for your card. And I'm just gonna cover this one to make it more sturdy, but you don't need to do that. Just cut 4 pieces of cardstock for your like a specimen card, but I just want to use this card so it's more sturdy, but you don't have to. It's not necessary. That's an extra step. Maybe I should just don't use those for now, but I already cut them. So I'm gonna cut my paper 7 3/4 by 4. And this is gonna be for your pocket. Oh, and I'm gonna give you also the measurements where you have to score your score lines. So just give me a second. Let me cut my paper. So 7 3/4 by 4. Okay, so I have my 4 pieces here. And we're gonna score at 2 3/4, and you're gonna create a flap. Let me get my score. So you're gonna score this 1/2 inch on the longer side, turn it around, and then a 1/2 inch. And then turn it this way, and on the well, on the long side, this is the wide side, you're gonna score a 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch on each side, and then you're gonna go this way. On the longer side, the 7 3/4, you're gonna score at 2 3/4, and that's gonna create your pocket. So let's do that with all of them. 1/2 inch on each side on your 4 inches side, and then on your 7 3/4 side, you're gonna score at 2 3/4. And let me do this on all of them. 2 3/4. Half an inch, and 2 3/4. Okay, so you can put your scoreboard away. Well, I also had these pearls here just in case I may use them, but I don't know yet. I just have it there handy. So let me use this the bone folder from my scoreboard just to score my lines. And let me get some of these things out of these pieces of paper out of the way. Okay, so let's score this. And I'm gonna show you what you're gonna cut. I was gonna do it like exactly like this with this flap here and cut here and here, but I say it's easier if we just cut this flap and then leave the flap like for the pocket, so it's easier that way. So that's the way that we're gonna do this. Let me just score all the lines and then we will move to cut our pieces. These paper pads, let me show you the paper pads that I'm using. They're from Hobby Lobby. The blue and cream paper is from this paper pad that I just got from Hobby Lobby at $5.49 clearance, and it's named Navy Floral. And then the cream color, I got it at Hobby Lobby too. But this one was a long time ago. I already using other projects. This one was $3.25 on clearance, and the name is A Fairy Tale Evening. So that's the two paper pads that I'm using, in case that you want to know. Okay, I'm gonna move this out of the way, and let me show you where you're gonna cut. So you're just gonna cut these long flaps here. You don't need that. So we're gonna cut them. And I'm gonna cut this piece here at an angle. And you're gonna do that with all your pieces. And remember, if you're using double-sided tape, double-sided paper, you don't need 4 pieces for your library pocket. You only need 2. Maybe I should have glued them first and then cut, but that's fine. The purpose of this tutorial is that way you will do it differently if you feel like, you know, an easier way. This is just as, you know, for your reference. I'm gonna put this away. I don't need it right now. Oh my goodness, look, I cut the wrong one. Okay, let me cut this one. It's fine. I just will cut another piece of the other paper. Things happens. Not a big deal. No, you are allowed to make mistakes. Okay, so I'm gonna put this one away and let me cut a piece of this one then. 4 by 7 3/4. And let me score this real quick here, and we will move forward. Okay, let me make sure that I'm cutting the right way. And you know what? Now I'm thinking that I just needed a small piece of paper. I didn't need it to cut this. You know what? Let me show you what I meant. Even if I cut this, it was fine because I don't need to cover all this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use this one because I like this one better. No, I wasn't thinking. I cut all that paper for nothing. So don't do like me. Just cut. I will give you a measurement. Let me cut it right now. This is so funny to me that I thought about it after I cut the other pocket. And maybe you were thinking at home, hey, but you don't need all that paper. Why you're cutting all that? But you know, when you're creating, sometimes I'm not even thinking. So for the inside of this, you just need this piece 3 by 5, and you will cover this. Look. Now I'm thinking, as I was saying, well, but then I'm gonna have that bulk here, so I'm gonna cut the other pieces. And don't worry, I will use this as a pocket in another project, so you know, nothing to lose. So I want the inside, I want this like that, so let me cut this, being careful with my pocket because I'm gonna use them in another project. So this one is gonna go with this one, and this one is gonna go with this one. Done. You see? It was that easy. Sometimes I like to complicate myself. So let's glue this. And I know sometimes I have the idea in my mind, and then let me just cover this. And then while I'm creating, something else can come to my mind. And I'm just gonna use my Fast Grad tacky glue from Aleene's, and I got this at Hobby Lobby for $2.99. In case that you wanna know what glue I'm using. Okay, so I'm gonna let this dry. Make sure that this close. And let me cut this. So remember, if you're using single-sided paper and you want to cover this, the measurement for this little piece here is 3 by 5. Let me trim this a little bit because I did a bad job cutting this edges here. Okay, so let me glue my other piece. And now that I think I have some double-sided paper, but I really wanted to use these ones, so but it's fine. It's okay. Let me align my two papers. Make sure that it's closed. Let me trim. I'm just trimming a little bit that bottom paper sticking. Oh my goodness, I can coordinate my scissor with my paper right now. Okay, that's fine. Let's see if I can round the edges here. Round the corners, I meant. Okay, so our pockets are ready to be closed, and I'm gonna use my double-sided tape. Let me just remove these little pieces of paper. And I'm gonna use my 1/8 of an inch. Or maybe I should use the quarters. Yeah, let me use the 1/4 of an inch. This is an easy and fun project. So I hope that you can enjoy this project and create something similar, or let's create something with me. And I wanted to use my cardstock instead of the library pocket, so that way you can see how you will create them, because I know that not everybody's gonna have library pockets and cards. Let me make sure this is right. And here's our pocket, the first one. And let's close the second one. And I'm gonna put them aside because we're gonna decorate them after we are done with the cards. And you can distress the edges. I'm not gonna do that right now, but you can distress the edges if you want to. So let's work with this. And the measurement is 2 5/8 by 4 7/8. And I know that I can just use this, but this cardstock is not as heavy, so I'm just gonna I'm trying to see which one goes better with this one, goes good with this one. And I'm gonna do the same thing as this, or maybe, let's see. Or maybe I will use, trying to see, because this one is kind of not aligned, like, okay, so this one, it don't have to be perfect. This one work better with that one. Let's see this one. This one goes. Because I was, this is my thinking. That's why I have 4. I was thinking just to use this like that, because that way you can see that it's a library card. Let me show you here. You see? It says loan to date and phone number, but then when I'm gonna use this, you can hardly see the sticker. So that's why I decided to go with this paper to cover them. So I just had to find the ones that work better with my paper. I think this one worked better. So I'm just gonna stick with that one. So I'm gonna put these 2 aside because I'm gonna use this one on different projects. So let's start with this. So this is my thinking. This is gonna go, let me show you with the paper. Like on top here. And I know I can put it behind, but this have a design. You see? So I want the design to show, and then my image, so it's gonna look like this. You see how pretty? Okay, so let's start. Let me see. I want to use, I think I'm gonna use this one with this one. Let me see. I think I'm gonna use the bird with this one and then the butterfly with that one. So let's start contracting this. Let me see, because I want to make sure before I stick this to my paper, to the bottom one, that my image, what is showing on my image. I know you may be saying that there's an easy way to do that. Please, let me just, and now I'm thinking that I should put another image. You see how pretty? Like here, let me see. Yeah, let me get this here just a second, because I want to cover the back. So let me get my pack here. And I'm sorry, I should be ready, but I just thought about that right now. So let me grab my pack here. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Probably now that I need it, it's gonna be hiding from me. Sorry. I'm gonna try to find it real quick here. Wait, I have it here. My goodness, what am I looking? Oh my goodness, it's right here. It was right beside me and I was looking for it. Look how pretty. But I'm just gonna use the same image on both sides. Let me find it here. Because I don't know if I should use a different one. Maybe. This is the birdie. I have a V here too, but I don't want to use that one. Let me see. I think I may use a different one in the back. So I'm gonna use this one with the butterfly, and then for this one with the bird, let me see. Look, I had this one too that I like. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna use. This is so pretty. I got this a long time ago, and I haven't, like maybe a month or 2 months ago, and I haven't used any of this. Okay, so let's add this. Look how pretty, so pretty. Okay, so let's add this, and then my sticker is gonna go outside here because I don't want to hide the design. You see, this is one design and this is the other one. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so let's glue this. Okay, let's glue this. And I will distress the edges later on, but I didn't get my ink. I don't want to waste time looking for my ink right now. So, but you can distress the edges if you really like to. Gonna let this dry, and then I'm gonna round the corners here so it's the same, because the card, the library card, already came with the rounded corner. So my rounded corner is different, but I'm gonna let this dry for a bit there while we do this one. Make sure that it's sticking. Okay. And this is, they are called washi stickers. I really love these stickers. They're so pretty. I may not be able to see the whole image, but that's fine. Oh, wait. want to mess it up. Don't mess it up. Okay. Let's see. Okay, you can see the flower and the butterfly. Okay, so let's glue this. Maybe I should just glue it without rounding the corners, right? I don't know where my mind is today. Just bear with me. I'm sorry. It's like I'm not thinking. I was so excited to make this project that I don't think that I'm even thinking. You see my glue don't want to come out? No, it's coming out. But if you find an easy way to do this, just, you know, go ahead. And maybe you should leave a comment in the description and the comments below and tell me, you know what, you should have done this and that, right? I don't mind if you wanna tell me, you know, give me ideas. Like if you have ideas for different videos, tutorials, something that you may want me to do, just leave a comment below. I love to read your comments, and I usually respond to your comments as soon as I see them. So this is so pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this one drying. Round these corners again here. And I'm gonna trim this a little bit here. Look how pretty. I don't know if you can see the image. Yeah, I think you can see it. That one I have a birdie with a butterfly and a flower. And this one is a retro and I have a little bird there. And then this one, the butterfly with the daisies. And back here, look how pretty, right? These stickers are really pretty. So let me round the corners on this one too, and then we will add the final touch to our card, which is the clear film. And you don't have to add that, you can leave it like this. Well, but if you want to like to you know, protect this, then you can use you know, sometimes like these stamp sets bring a plastic to cover them. You can use that. I also used I got a Dollar Tree before. Is trying to think of the name. It's, you know, it's this clear plastic that you can find at Hobby Lobby, so you can do your like specimen cards. Yesterday I did a project using the clear part of a junk mail envelope. Let's see if I have it here handy so I can show you. But that's another way that you can, you see, I did this project yesterday, and this is this is a junk mail envelope that I use here for my window. So you see, you can, you know, recycle. And I don't mind this around, but if you mind, then you can, you know, cover that. Make sure that I use the same one. I have something there. I don't know, I think it's a little bit of glue. Make sure. Okay, so this is the way it looks. Okay, so my library card, this one is ready. Let's work on the other one. And then we're gonna decorate our pocket. This, I don't know if I should add something on the top. I may. We will see. Like it, so it looked like a tag. And I don't know if I don't think that I'm gonna do anything like down here, because that's gonna be inside your pocket. So you see, you don't need to decorate that, but you know, it's up to you. But I'm not gonna decorate mine. It's gonna decorate the pocket. Maybe I can add a quote or something to my tag, but I don't think so. I'm just gonna leave it simple like that. But if you would like to decorate this too, you can go ahead and do that. But you know, it's not gonna be seen, but well, you will see it when you get out the tag out of the pocket bag. This one, I don't know if you can see the design a little bit. You can hardly see it, but it's there. There's something there from my finger, I guess, from the glue. Trying to be as precise as possible. Maybe on this one I should have used a darker color paper. Maybe you can see the design right there. Okay, let me see if I want to add. But I think I'm gonna add. Maybe if I add something, I will add it at the end. So this is ready for now. Let's put that. Let's work on our pocket. I wish I have like a darker blue. This is navy blue, but I didn't have any lace. So I'm just gonna go with this one. I didn't have any dark blue or some, you know, blue. I also have this. Let's see if I want to use a piece of this. And this is a mesh ribbon from Dollar Tree. And I have different flowers. I think I wanted to use these ones, because these ones I kind of don't like them. Kind of like these ones better. I think I'm gonna go with these ones. I wish I can hear you and saying, yes, go with this one, go with the other one. This one kind of look vintage. I like this one, but I didn't have any other like larger one. Just bear with me for a moment. What do you think? What do you like? I think this one's right. Right. I wish I can hear you. Well, let me think. Let me think. I don't know what I want. Because this one I like. It's this one's that I don't like. I wish I had more like darker colors like for my lace and the fabric, but I didn't have any. Let me add the lace to this one. Okay, so let's see. Let's design. Put my piece of fabric here. A little mesh. And this is the moment of truth. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Let's go with this one. I'm not gonna think about it too much. Just glue them down. Don't think about it, Valerie. Just glue them down, right? Because if not, we're gonna be here all night deciding, and we don't have all night. You can hardly see it now, right? Can you see it? Okay. It was a hard decision, but okay, so let's add a quote. Since I have more space here, let me use a longer, do small thing with gray love. Let's use, maybe we can use this one. Small things. So this one says do small things with gray love. then for this one, I'm gonna use Be Your Best. And you know, this is not the same blue. I don't know if I like. Let me add one. Just let me see. Let's see if I like it. I kind of like it. Why not? Just gonna use one there and one here. Maybe one down here. I think I like that. So let's move this out of the way, or put some things away so we can see our final. Let me see if I'm gonna add something else to this. I know they look kind of plain, but yes. So let me see. This one is gonna go this here. Oh, let me see if I like it here better. Yeah, okay, so okay, so this is it. What do you think? This is the first one right there, and this is the other one. So this is it. This is it for this project. I hope that you have enjoyed the process of making this. I hope that you have laughed about my mistakes and that you have enjoyed this video. Please, if you enjoy this video and you like this project, please give me a thumbs up, and that will help me so YouTube can recommend my videos to other people. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so tonight. That way you will help me grow my channel. And I hope that you have enjoyed this video, that you're having a great day today. And this is it for tonight. Happy crafting, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. Happy crafting.